Sind zurück mit Grabgenommen bedauert.
Octoberpod. Dear Octoberpod, when I was in high school, I used to live with my mom in an old farmhouse. It was built in 1867. It was old as fuck and creepy. It wasn't a huge house, but it seemed big on the inside because of the high ceilings. Everything was made of wood, so you're always hearing creaking noises and timbers settling. We didn't farm, we just lived in the farmhouse. So there was all this empty, unused farmland all around us. And the closest neighbor was easily a 5-minute drive down an old country road. My mom was a nurse, so she was always away working a night shift. This left me home all by myself most nights. One night I was home alone during a rainstorm. We still had rabbit ears out there in the middle of nowhere, so we couldn't get any channels on the TV during bad weather. We had just gotten a Nintendo and I was up late playing Contra. Sometime after 2 in the morning, I started to hear scratching noises outside the house. We had cats and dogs at the time, and there were always other animals about causing trouble. I just figured it was one of the cats or a raccoon or something messing around in the porch. Like I said, we were used to that sort of thing, so it didn't alarm me. Well, I dozed off on the couch after getting stuck on one of the levels of Contra. I died like 1,000,000 times. When I woke up around 4 in the morning, I got up and started turning off the lights and getting ready for bed. I went to the kitchen to get myself a glass of water and looked out the window above the sink. Through the window, I had a clear view of the old shed we used to store the lawnmower and some other junk. There was a big dusk-to-dawn light mounted above the door of the shed. Standing under that light was something that looked to me like a gorilla. It was still pouring down rain and its fur was soaked with water. It was holding something. I stared at it for a full minute without turning off the kitchen tap. Then I realized it wasn't a gorilla. It was a person wearing a gorilla suit. The thing it was holding was a machete. Well, I just about pissed my pants right there. I rubbed my eyes, and when I opened my eyes, the man in the gorilla suit was gone. That dusk-to-dawn light was so bright that it lit up most of the front yard. So there's no way this guy could have ducked out of the light in the second or two I had my eyes closed. So I figured I had just imagined it and went to bed. I know, stupid, right? I slept with all the lights on in my room. When I saw Mom the next morning, she asked me what had happened last night. She said that a bear or something had carved up the house. I went outside, and sure enough, there were scratch marks and cuts on the outside of the house. Mom had written it off as a bear or something, and I would have too. But on the back porch, right near the door, someone had carved the word Ingagi. I looked it up. In some African languages, it's supposed to mean gorilla. We filed a police report, but they never found out who did it.